Hello, 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 and welcome to Rainbows Rising, where we ascend together. I'm your host, Rainbow Raaja. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode of Rainbows Rising. I just want to start today's episode off just a really nice, refreshing, deep breath all the way down into our stomach. And a deep breath out. One more time, take a nice deep breath into your body. And a deep breath out. Wasn't that nice? Didn't that help center you? Clear your mind? Give you focus for a moment? That's the wonderful thing about these practices. When implemented, they can give us that moment. Whether you're faced with a decision, whether you're faced with a moment of emotional reaction, maybe you were triggered, maybe it's a moment of grief or a flashback from trauma. Even if it's a moment of pure joy, these practices that we cover every month help us to be in that moment. Help us to be at peace with whatever that moment is. And sometimes we forget how valuable these practices can be when you're not implementing them every day, or when you're not being as conscious, right? So, as you all know, we've been covering chanting this month. We know that we covered some chakra chants. We covered a couple of other, Buddhist chants. But what about for people who don't want to do those kinds of chants? Like, what if you just, you don't believe in any of that, and you just want to make up your own chant? Well, today we're going to talk about the power of writing your own chants, the power of writing your own affirmations, right? Because really, what are chants? It's words, powerful words strung together to infuse you with that vibration, to allow that vibration of that phrase, those words, to reverberate through you into your environment, helping you change your scenario, helping you change who you are, helping you manifest what you need. So when we look at writing your own chants, there are so many different ways to go about it. But I'm just going to stick to a few directions that I can give you so you can really get the most out of this practice and not get too convoluted with all the different types. The very first one is you're going to want to write concise, simple instructions for yourself. Speaking with you, right? You are brave. You are loved. You are worthy. You are rich. Why do we say you? Well, when we look back on our childhood and we think of the people that changed how we felt about ourselves, they were never saying rainbow was ugly. No, they pointed and they said, Rainbow, you are ugly. And so I reprogrammed myself to believe that. Because then, in my head, all I heard was the echo of that statement. So when we are programming ourselves, we want our echo to be something that will reprogram us. You is the phrase that helps us reprogram our system, our body, our mind, our psyche. You are beautiful. You are wealthy. You are at peace. You are so intelligent. You are brave and strong and courageous and ambitious. You are focused. You are organized. Speak to yourself. You don't need a mirror. You don't need anyone. If at any point you hear negative self-talk, gosh, your face is so broken out. Your face is beautiful. Your face is bold. Your face is smooth. Your face is alluring. Your face is handsome for all you men out there, huh? So you need to start flipping that dialogue. If you don't feel your partner loves you, you don't feel that your partner cares for you, change the dialogue. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. Repeat that. Repeat that until you feel it. Close your eyes and imagine the feeling of being loved. Just imagine what it would feel like to be loved. Because I promise, if you change that dialogue, the feeling will follow. Every time you hear it, no one could love you. You are loved. Well, who? Who loves you? I love you. I love you. I think you are beautiful. I think you are handsome. I think you are cunning and creative and amazing. You can do whatever you set your mind to. You deserve to be treated well. You deserve to be treated with love. You deserve to be nurtured. You are nurtured. I nurture you. Change it. Change whatever negative self-talk you have in your mind. Whatever just kind of goes on autopilot. Start talking back. Use chanting as a way to change the inner dialogue. Because who we are, who we become, always starts within us. It always starts with what we believe about ourselves. So if you can change what you believe about yourself, everything else will change. Everything else will follow. So you can utilize chanting to combat negative self-talk or even self-talk other people have towards you. If you run into somebody who tells you that you're incompetent, maybe somebody tells you that you're a jerk, maybe somebody tells you that you're a poo-poo brain, whatever they say, you just say, no, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are learning. If you can't even give yourself that you're awesome, you are learning. You are growing. You're doing your best. You will get it soon enough. Talk to yourself as if a mother, would talk to their child. Give yourself that loving, nurturing self-talk that you so deserve. chanting can be utilized in this way. I think this is one of the easiest ways to implement chanting. And it's something you can do under your breath. It's something you can chant in your head. Especially if you are having feelings or thoughts that are depressive. Any kind of depression thoughts, any kind of anxiety thoughts. Anyone who has anxiety or has depression knows what I'm talking about. I used to be extremely suicidal for a number of years. Like a number of years. And a lot of those years it was because people told me that I was better off dead. Friends I had, kids at school, a lot of people thought it was so funny to tell me that the world would be better if I died. And because I held those people at such a high esteem, I thought they were better than me. I believed them. So my self-talk became, you're better off dead. And that's what I told myself. I told myself that for so many years until it became my reality that I believed that I was going to be better off that way. And I had to learn that I deserve to live. You can live. You can live better. You can be better. You can be happy. You will be happy. You are happy. And it took time. It took time to get to that place. But it all changed with me realizing I had to just shift the way I thought about it, shift the way I felt about it. Started with changing my self-talk. And I think chanting is a really powerful way to do that. So that's just something you can do throughout your day. Something that's probably one of the easiest ways to implement chanting into your day-to-day life. Now, another way you can do chanting is we can always look up common affirmations. But I really like making poems. Being someone who does a little bit of pagan-y work. I'll sit at an altar and I'll write, little wishes on a card, usually in rhyme. Some might call them spells, but they're not really spells because it's mostly just like, dear gods, goddesses, spirit animals, spirit guides, all the beings that help me in my healing work. Please help me with these goals that I have, and thank you for this long list. But I'll make the whole thing rhyme. And I get really, really wordy with it, and I have a whole bunch of fun. But I have found that finding, little phrases, little phrases they're rhyming can be really, really fun to make chants out of. Let me think of one real quick here. Music, music, come to me. May these lyrics help me see. Music, music, please do rhyme. May this ditty save me time. And then you would repeat. Music, music, come to me. May these lyrics help me see. Music, music, please do rhyme. May this ditty save me time. Of course, you can come up with something more helpful for you. For example, you might want to activate your third eye. You might want to sleep deeper in the night, have more vivid dreams. Maybe you want to get inspiration in your meditations. Inspiration in meditation. Give me inspiration in my meditation. See, it could come very easily. Oh, now I'm rhyming all the time. Oh, geez. So, you can see how easily it can be if you were to rhyme away. And I could technically do this all day. Oh, dear. So go ahead and give a whack at it. Try and see what you really want to cultivate for yourself. I would utilize this for developing skills. I would utilize this for increasing any kind of abilities you already have, getting inspiration, getting in contact with certain deities or guides or angels or animals. I would use this method to increase your likelihood of like passing tests or to do tasks with more efficiency. I find that doing these little rhymes and creating these little chants, it is very close to like spell work, but I also see it as like prayers or hymns. Because when we look at hymns in the Bible, in the songbooks, we find that very much they're repeating their verses. And those songs are chants as well. Of course, you can add little tunes to them, little melodies to them, make them into songs, get creative, expand them, make them long things that you do every day. I created an entire poem for my shield that I recited every single day for years. And that shield has yet to fall because I had built it up so much by saying the exact same thing every single day. It became habitual. And if I felt my shield getting weak, I would just say that chant several times through. Bring that vibration back. Bring that, that the solidness of that back, chanting it into being, right? So those are two little chanting things you can add to your day. You might find that you have songs that play in your head. Whenever you get a song in your head and you're walking about and you just have this one phrase playing over and over and over in your head, it's almost like a chant. Pay attention to those. The only reason I bring that particularly up is because I've had songs recently in my head this last week, and it wasn't until I stopped and actually said the words out loud did I realize the significance of those chanted words in my head. Only then did I realize the message of that chant, of that song, of those lyrics. So that's just something that came through just now, was letting you guys know when you have songs on repeat in your head to recognize what the words are, what part of the song it is, what the message of that part of the song is, and how it applies to your life and the situations in your life right now. And to say it out loud, not necessarily sing it out loud, but to say the words out loud so you can really feel the vibration of it and discern the meaning for yourself. Okay. So I guess the last thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about is the use of tools when doing chanting. We're all familiar with singing bowls. There's the Tibetan singing bowls. They're metal. They come in all shapes and sizes. You can literally get them super duper tiny, like so small. You can get them huge, very, very large singing bowls. They're very durable. The Tibetan singing bowls are extremely durable. They come in all different tones, and usually the tones resonate with certain chakras or certain areas of the body. So when you're looking for singing bowls, make sure you find out what the tone is and to look up what chakra, what area of the body that tone resonates with, so that you know what you're working with, what you're opening. Then we have crystal singing bowls. Those have such a clear, incredibly just etheric sound to them. But the problem with crystal singing bowls is they are very expensive and very fragile. Can't just go dinging them all over the place. I've already broken one, and I can tell you it is a heartbreaking moment when your singing bowl breaks, because you're like, oh, there goes a down payment on a car. So just know, when a singing bowl breaks, it is a hard moment. So I love my Tibetan singing bowls. I actually have several that I found, and they perfectly stack inside each other, and I have one for every chakra. So that works for me. Some other tools I would recommend you use, you can actually use them alongside the Tibetan singing bowls, would be a Tibetan bell and a dorje. So a Tibetan bell can be used like a singing bowl, but you can ring it like a bell, and then it also comes with a little stick, and you can ring it like a singing bowl, but it's a much higher pitch. And a dorje is this little metal, it looks like a little scepter, and you hold it between your thumb and your middle finger, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And while you utilize the bell in one hand, you hold the dorje in your other hand, and it helps you to keep balance. At least that's what I have come to understand about the tool. I have one that has 4 sides. I also have one that is very, very large with like a knife point on it. I believe that one's called a vajra. So I use them just for kind of holding space. I do not have a Tibetan meditation bell, but I have utilized one when I went and like sat in a temple. When I've gone to like meditation groups, they had those available. There's really nothing like utilizing a meditation bell when you have access to one, because it's like so pretty being able to ring that and to have that ring like a singing bowl. Oh, it's just very, very nice. So you can also utilize any kind of like meditation music, calming music in the background, mood lighting. Please, please, please know that utilizing things like candles or incense lighting, incense in general, burn some incense, burn some herbs. Even if it's just spraying some kind of sage spray in your room, having a change of scenery, a change of space, a change of smell, a change for your senses can put you into a better headspace for chanting. And all of that leads up to a vibration shift. The more that you shift, the more you are able to get in alignment with what you are chanting into existence. So I hope some of these tips have really helped you guys this week. I know today was a shorter episode, but I really just wanted to take the time and give you guys a little bit of ideas of how to craft your own chants, how to change the space to invite these chants into your practice and into your life. And I implore you guys tonight, whatever day you're listening to this, if you're listening to this at night, just set it for tomorrow. I implore you, I challenge you to go set up a little space, light a candle, light some incense, give yourself a calm, dark setting. If you have a Tibetan singing bowl, pull that out. If you have a dorje, pull that out. If you have a bell, go pull that out. Even if you have those balance balls, those balance balls that you roll in your hand, those would also be great. Use those. Give it a try. Write your own chants. Whether it's affirmations, a poem, maybe you don't like any of my ideas and you want to do your own thing. Do your own thing. Let your freak flag fly. Fry. Let that freak flag fry. Wow, that is a hard... Why did anybody come up with that saying? Let your freak flag fly. But I really care about you guys. I'm here hoping that the things that have really helped me on my journey really help you in yours, help you get your life on track. Because I can tell you, my life was definitely not on track before I started doing all of this stuff. And I'm just going to end this episode with, this is like my little secret to you guys. I'm going to be getting into Reiki in a couple of months. Don't tell anybody, or please tell everyone. I'm actually going to be teaching you guys Reiki 1 on the air. So if you have not been trained in Reiki 1, no worries. I'm going to train you in Reiki 1, no cost to you. I normally charge a whole bunch for this, so it's going to be like kind of a, like a pilot course. So it's not going to have all the content, but I'm going to put as much as I can into it. But as a teaser, I'm going to give you guys one of my Reiki chants. All right. So I'm just going to end this. We're just going to end it with me chanting the Reiki chant, okay? Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you keep ascending together. Have a good day. Bye. Are you ready to ascend to the next level? This is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide calling. Please be sure to keep all arms and legs inside your vessel at all times. I'm just here to remind you to take some time today. Support Rainbow's Rising podcast. Go. Join the Discord community. Check out the Patreon. Get some stickers, custom tarot cards. Check out the merch. The merch. You know you want to. Go connect with Rainbow Raaja. Maybe even get a session. Who knows? Your support helps make this show possible. And she loves to support you. Help support her too. Once again, this is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide, guiding you to your ascension.